DecAid is a national appeal to honour 10 years in Afghanistan. It's a student-led initiative which will see 45 students from Exeter and Plymouth universities work on the project for the next 18 months. The whole team are under the age of 25. We want to encourage more younger people to stand up and show their support for the armed forces. In addition, we also want to raise a significant amount of money for 3 service charities: South Forces Help, Blesma and Talking to Minds. DecAid will consist of 6 core events which will be launched in October 2010. The first of these is the DecAid Mass Pipes and Drums, where 2011 pipes and drummers will parade down Edinburgh's Royal Mile as part of the UK Armed Forces Day celebrations. This will be followed by 4 physical challenges. The first of these is a Munro mission, where a team of 5 will summit all 283 of Scotland's highest mountains in just 49 days without use of any motorised transport. Secondly, there'll be Stretch to Limit. This will involve 30 teams who will be sponsored as they attempt to carry stretchers to the summit of Snowdon, the highest point in England and Wales. Thirdly, there's the Big Tow. This is a tri-service competition where teams will compete as they tow army ambulances around one of Britain's best-known racetracks. The last physical challenge is the Rise Remember. This is a competition between 10 of the UK's cities as they attempt to cycle the distance from London to Kabul, which is around 3,500 miles, on gym bikes in their city centres. Finally, DecAid will end on the 2nd of October 2011 with the Light for Life ceremony. This is a service in Salisbury Cathedral where a candle will be lit for every serviceman and woman who has lost their life over the last 10 years in Afghanistan. We set up DecAid because we believe passionately in the 3 charities that we're raising money for. We've all spent time with the University Officer Training Corps, and from that have developed a small amount of knowledge of the impact that the conflict in Afghanistan is having on our armed forces. We really wanted to do something to recognise this and show our support. We're a fantastically enthusiastic team behind DecAid. The events are hugely ambitious but very, very achievable with the team that we have behind them. We're really looking forward to putting them on in 2011.
I lifted the sandbag up, can't remember which hand it was, pretty sure it would have been my left, and it detonated, and it knocked me back straight away. It felt like being rugby tackled. I looked down instantly. First thing I checked out was my private parts. Instantly knew I lost my legs, tried to get up and crack on, and then the medic was called over and he come running over and tourniqueted me up, asked if I wanted morphine, but I was in no pain, so I didn't need it, and they began to casevac me out. Just wanting to get back to normality as soon as can, really, instead of just mincing about in a wheelchair.
It gives them great confidence, the ability to perhaps realise that their life is not restricted through their disability, and the camaraderie. And I think that camaraderie is a must, certainly for our younger members, to realise that there is enjoyment in life, and life can be lived to the full.
You lose 3 limbs, it knocks your confidence big time, like, and then getting invited to do this by Blesma to come and give it a crack, it's like, it's awesome.
He will come back to earth, should I say, knowing in his own mind that having jumped out of an aeroplane with the limbs that he's missing and getting away from the landing site will give him the confidence to go and do anything he wants in this world.
You free fall for a good minute first, like, so not experienced nothing like that, and that's awesome, that feeling. You go out and just enjoy it. Enjoy the wind in your face and just the feeling of falling. As a para, you're expected to do all this sort of stuff, so to be able to do something like this again and say to my mates, yeah, I've done a jump the way I am, so it's a good feeling, like, big slice of well, obviously for me it's a big thing, like, because it supports all the necessary causes that I need to support me, and Blesma is one of them where, like, you support Blesma, you're supporting me.
I'm the founder and chief executive of Talking to Minds, a charity that has a unique programme for helping people with post-traumatic stress disorder or severe stress-related conditions. The programme that we use is not trauma-focused as other therapies are, so we're actually looking for the root cause of the problem as opposed to addressing the symptomology. Talking to Minds is connected with the younger generations in the UK because the average age of the soldier in Afghanistan, we've been there for 10 years now, is reducing. We're seeing people as young as 20 years old that are coming through with stress-related conditions, whether they're seeing us off of the radar, from the military, or whether they're coming to us after having been medically discharged. So, over the next few years, we're going to see an increasing number of people with stress-related conditions. Well, I believe DecAid's come up with a fantastic philosophy around mind, body and spirit, and certainly with Talking to Minds we're covering the mind aspect, and with the other two charities as well, then we're covering both welfare and physical injuries. So I think DecAid are doing a fantastic job at raising awareness and also assisting the group of charities. You can find out more about Talking to Minds by visiting the website talkingtominds.co.uk. We've got a number of case studies on there, and it basically explains the ethos of the charity, who we're helping and how we go about it.
Okay, brilliant.
SAF Forces Help, probably the best way to start is to explain what that stands for. Soldiers, Sailors, Airmen's Families Association. SAFA helps over 50,000 people each and every year. That's about 200 people each and every day, from the veteran in ill health all the way through to the bereaved mother of a young Marine killed recently in Afghanistan. SAFA are there to help wherever and whenever the help is needed. Due to the current conflicts that are happening in Afghanistan, we're encouraging more and more young people to try to get involved and understand what our armed forces are doing, both past and present. And in our 125th anniversary year, we really want to make sure that the awareness of our organisation and the armed forces is as high as it possibly can be. And a good example of one of the activities that we're doing at the moment for bereaved siblings is our family support group for those siblings. So 18-year-olds and above get together and look at how they can help each other come to terms with their terrible loss. We're really delighted that DecAid have chosen for SAFA to be one of the chosen charities in the 10th anniversary year of Afghanistan. We believe it's an ideal opportunity to raise awareness and encourage young people to get involved, show their support and raise awareness of both our work and also what's happening.
How can people find out more about what SAFA do and how they can get involved?
There are two ways. Our website, which is www.safa.org.uk, or they can log on to our Facebook page.